Yep. Long, long, long time ago. A long time ago. That's when I really started studying things. And what made me start studying, I never liked studying at all, especially not at school. Not at all. What made me start studying is the day I was sitting in school and two buildings fell from the sky. As the TV told me and everybody else sitting in all the schools, before the buildings hit the ground, they got it all figured out and showed me pictures of all the people involved pretty much before the buildings hit the ground. Yep, September 11th. I've been thinking about that again now that the intentional fear tactics and trauma isn't so badly scolded, being one of the younger generations that pretty much has to go for the conspiracy video. And I've looked at it over and over again for the last years, 20 years, over 20 years. And I have been looking at it for a while now from a completely different angle, finding things obvious that no one would ever see because they're told to look in the wrong place. Well, first of all, these these conspiracy videos that only pretty much tell you it's controlled demolition and then throw you off the rest of the video and point fingers at fake targets. They put it in the mind right away that you're looking for a building that's built super strong, they say, made with mesh, outer core and inner core, built actually to be hit by planes. Now you think when they say that these buildings were made to be hit by planes, they're trying to say they're really strong. How could they go down? No, I realized that they're trying to say something different. Something different. See, I've suddenly realized, because I tried to settle with just that happened, and it happened like they said it did. He heated up and collapsed floor by floor, a whole 100 of them. Everyone disappeared. Two buildings hit in different spots, but they both disappeared from thin air all the way past the basements. Exactly the same. Exactly the same. And one day, I tried to clear my mind from ever thinking about it again, and I was like, yeah, maybe they're right. Maybe it did just collapse like that. But then something in my mind kept going, wait a minute, but they both collapsed exactly the same, and the same speed. That's just not something that's improbability, not with structures, no. And then both buildings were built differently, I heard too. That's, you know, but lately, I've come to the realization about the giant antenna on top of it, and it was the last building to fall. Like, if that big wireless communication antenna was actually built to set off the demolition that was built inside of it when they built the thing, it would be the last one to fall so they could still operate the demolition. And it was. It was the last one to fall. But then I started thinking and realizing, wait a minute. What if these buildings were built to fall? From the day they built them. And and everybody else is always looking for these strong buildings they describe. Then I started looking at the mesh that was said to be so strong that they showed me on these conspiracy videos. Like it's so strong it could be hit by planes. It was designed for that, they said. And I noticed that the seams are all staggered. They don't go straight across the floors. The seams drop between floors. Like the outer walls was made to drop floor by floor with this thing going down. You see, when I suddenly, instead of thinking about a strong building and needed drilling and a whole bunch of covert operations to get done fast to take down, and I got that out of the way and thought about they were built to go down, I started looking at how they say it was built differently. And I just really gotta make sure I say that. I gotta say that I'm pretty sure everybody's looking in the wrong direction on the World Trade Center's conspiracy and media and all. Then I thought I was always, just thinking too much, like everybody would always say about such things. But then I studied a little into why they were built, and it turns out the World Trade Centers were built as a result of war. It turns out it was World War II. They built them as a world trade organization to memorialize World War II, built after a war. Then I'm like, oh, could this be, could this really be built to fall like that? Built after World War II as a memorial trading market of unions across the World Trade Centers. See, I didn't know that. No one, not medias, not no videos would ever tell anybody something like that. But even the internet says it. Yeah, nobody will probably hear this, but the AI operating filter bots. But I'm gonna make sure, at least I recorded. I figured out how you did that shit. I didn't go into detail, and I'm not gonna bother searching the victims' culprits from the build date culprits. They did this, but I know it was built to fall.